Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Gaming with Blockchain episode. I'm your host, A Mine You, and yes, I'm going on the roll here. Simply because there's just so much information happening, and I just want to make sure you guys are catching all the details, and you're not missing out on stuff that you can act on, or maybe there's something you just don't understand, or something's not making sense, and hopefully I can cover that and explain it a bit here. And as you can see, I'm just continuing these videos a bit more, so they're more focused and again outlining the specifics of each game as they continue to evolve. Because now at this point they're all entering that next stage. They're all entering that next phase of the next leap. Think of another milestone. But first, I completely forgot to mention, and I do want to emphasize one thing, is that looking at so many different games, not necessarily playing the games and participating, but looking at many games on different, from different developers and different blockchains and whatever the case is, I have found, and maybe it's a bias I have to Wax and to EOS, perhaps, but I think it's more due to my background of art project management and art and project management in general, where I see a clean interface. To me, when something's a clean interface and well designed and quite intuitive, that means that they're paying attention to what a player is going to expect to do and how they expect to utilize their system and their gameplay. And so it's kudos to Upland, kudos to Alien Worlds, and kudos to our planet. Thus far, that have integrated a thoughtful, unique layout for their particular platform and use case. So now, what are we talking about here? Here we're at Our Planet. Our Planet's one of the other games that I said is going to make headlines, and why not? They're they're taking something that we all have, and they're saying, okay, use it to stake it, and then when you're staking it, you're gonna you gain Aether. So similar to what's happening with Binance and Alien World, they're taking you stake the BNB token, and you're gonna farm Trillium. Here you can stake your NFTs that for most of the time are just sitting in a wallet for the most part, and you can apply them now to stake Ether. Great, right? I'm not doing anything extra. I'm not going to buy anything extra. I've already bought these NFTs. They're valuable. I like them. That's why I bought them. That's why they were there. But now, aside from putting them on display, or maybe eventually I'll unstake them and put them in display, I can now put them into use, into being staked, and I'll show more on that as well. But first, let's take a look at what the crafters have been doing. They're using all these genius ideas, and they started to create all these great elements or tools and items, and you can see what's yet to be discovered. And heat was made, a bottle, carrot and cabbage. You can see what's yet to come and what has been created already. So if I look at the sheet, remember the sheet I said, and I'm going to put a link back, because I've had some questions asked about this, and I'm going to put a link back on how to craft elements again within this video. So you'll be able to go back to the video showing what crafting is and how to craft. But you can see all the elements that are being made, the ingredients needed to do it, and what has already been hit their cap mark of 600. So they 600 is the cap. Hurricane, if you want to make a hurricane, you still have a chance to do so because they're at 431. I may do that. I'll show you what I've crafted not too long ago, and I'll show you what I have, and maybe I can do it because it's 520,000 Aether to construct it. The volcanoes done. You could create a storm left. Tsunami still remains an option. Fireworks remains an option. Grenade, but then you can see the cost to do a grenade is 1.2 Aether. A bullet is 1.6. So you can see the price points, and so you have to kind of decide where you want to wait. So it's a double-edged sword. So the longer you wait to kind of farm Aether or yield Aether, the more opportunities then that these numbers get increases, because people are still going to continue to try to find and mint within the 600 if they can. You got 2.2 point for the Atropolio T7. So the T7 sections have been opened up right now. We got a T8s that have begun. So you can see that, and that right now the highest to generate a knife is 3.8. So if you are patient enough and you want to, you could attempt to do a 3.8. You could attempt to do a 3.3 if you want to wait it out and gain enough Aether to do so. I may try. Like I said, I don't know what I have collectively. Not bulb, I won't be able to do that. Maybe able to do a pot. Not radiation for sure, because I have some in reserve and I have some that I've collected over time. So let's take a look. If I look at the staking right now, yeah, I have 587,000 that's been yet to be claimed, but I have 373 that I haven't used before. But what has happened here is that they brought in more NFTs that can be applied to the pool. So cart tomes have been added, uplift worlds items have been added. So tribal books, crypto stash has been added. Bitcoin origins, I think there's always been there. Let me see who else. And a Monsters Wrapped has always been there. So right now we know for the two we had cart combs and crypto stash, and uplift world that's been added. And we'll get to all that in due time. So let's look what I have in my inventory, and what I've had in my generator. So I created a tree, and I created ash. Neither one were any legendary or mystic. They were basic common cards, but they were still part of the 600 levels. So I got an NFT out of that. Now, what is the one question has been asked? What is the NFT versus NT? So I'm going to add another market here, because it's one thing that's been really asked many times. So hopefully this will help clarify that. So that, can get that logged in, and I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go to our planet. Actually, I want to verify, and I want to show my, so maybe I could do based on a particular category. So just bear with me 1 second as we show you one thing in particular, if it shows it here. I'm trying to find the category here. There we go. But it may not show my assets. Okay, so one of the things that's been really questioned overall over time has been NFT versus FT. And so I try to explain, and hopefully everyone's watching, if you're watching this right now, when you're generating a new element, you're using, all the elements are FT elements. So all these things that you craft are FT elements, and FT is a fungible token, meaning these are things that can be edited and changed. You will not find these assets on Atomic Asset or Atomic Hub. These will not be shown because Atomic Hub is for NFTs only. You will have to go into simple assets and find these assets there in your wallet, or I should say excuse me, in the listing. So you to trade or switch them out, it will be again difficult because they're part of our planet, not necessarily directly in your wallet. But that's where the significant difference is. we can take a look at, see if I could do a search for, if that would do it any different. And probably not. Because this is all the transactions I've done, and this is what's showing all these transactions. It's what I made to create energy, to create lava. If you've seen what I was crafting before, this is all the NFTs I created to get to the ultimate NFTs that I have currently. So some of them I burned in order to create the next one. Others I still have. So at this point, I still have wave, tobacco, ash, and tree. And unfortunately, it's not a way to kind of sort this. So I have my wave here. I have the tobacco. So you can see I can put it on an auction piece or I can sell it. I have my ash and I have my tree. So all these icons right now will tell you what I can do with this NFT. I can transfer it to somebody. I can put it as an offer piece. But all these are the ones that are used to convert, and that's the FT part. The FT is the ones that are meant that you can manipulate and it can be edited. But you only find this in the simple market. You will not find this on the Atomic Hub. So if I go now back to my inventory, these are all packs. If I go into my inventory here in Wax in Atomic Assets and click inventory, and then go to our planet. That's Red Planet Art. It won't be our planet art. It's not the same thing. Okay, our planet. I don't wonder why there's not showing up right now. Okay, well that's annoying. Let's go back to Explorer. So what I want to show you here is that there must be something that's weird that it's not showing up. I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna have to find that out why it's not showing up. Oh, I know why. Never mind. Because 80% of my stuff is being staked, so it's not gonna show it. It's not in my wallet anymore, and I'll explain that just in a moment. So my bad there. Completely forgot. These items here are items that are now an NFT. They cannot be edited. So compared to what was in the generator, as I explained, these are all manipulated. I showed you what's in the simple market because these are all what's been converted. And then what I have still right now, I can sell or create a new auction, transfer, or part of an offer if I received it. But once it's an NFT at this point now, that's what it stays as. It cannot be edited, and you'll see it in your Atomic Asset as a NFT. So you have two separate splits in categories, and this is one thing you want to pay attention to if you're looking at your inventory. Now, one thing about the staking, which I have to emphasize as well, once you put something to stake, it's no longer in your wallet. So when I was here looking for all my stuff here that I had from Our Planet, it's not going to show me anything for Our Planet because all my Our Planet items are being staked in Our Planet. So Our Planet right now has a contract and staking my NFTs. So they won't be seen. So I can go to the info. I can look at what I have staked here. And this is all the elements I have staked at this moment. So hence the reason why nothing's going to be shown, and it's going to be hard to see this inventory in my Atomic wallet. So it's out of one wallet and staked in another. So I hope all this is making sense. I hope everyone's again, you guys have been really great in asking questions and kind of trying to understand what's going on, and continue to do so. And as I said, to understand how to do the crafting, I'll put it up. I'll relink the the crafting that I've done it earlier, with a particular time slot, that you can see that and kind of get a refresher on that if you're not sure. But just remember, the ones that look like just a square and not like a card, those are the FTs, and the ones that look like a card and full size card, those are the NFTs. And one you can manipulate and the other one you cannot. But now where does this all lead? It leads to our plan's initial land sale. They're having that April 15th, um, 14th. No, the registration for the participants to have two separate pools. If you're earlier starter to the staking our planet game, you get the first round pool, second round pool later on for users who completed these particular tasks. I have to verify about the YouTube. I'm not sure how to be able to distinguish that on the YouTube side, but so I'm going to ask about that part. But another land consistency that's coming on board, and this is just a option for everybody to again play play in more land. Do we have enough land? They always say land is infinite, right? It's not infinite, it's finite. We say land's finite, but we in the metaverse, there's no such thing. We have so many land opportunities. So, so you really want to take advantage of that when you can. Again, not financial advice, but another fun way to play in the metaverse of things. This now will show you what the rarity scales are, and on top of that, that your land can be upgradable, which we know is rare things. But now you have a land and you can update that land. You can upgrade the land options that you have coming your way. So that's happening on the 15th officially. The registration ends on the 14th. There'll be 5,000 land plots, so it's a good amount. Um, and hopefully everyone has a chance to participate. It's about everyone getting involved, everyone showing their interest, and we gotta figure out what Captain Pig is doing, and Dr. Rabbit and all the other characters, and see what's going on. So I will stop making you guys dizzy here, but just an FYI, so we know what's coming on. And it's of course in the middle of the week as I'm working, so we'll see how I can participate in this factor, and hopefully I can get something done where that's concerned. So hopefully I wrapped up our planet, and you can see here in their DAP radar where they're now number 5, and they're going to be making headways, I'm sure, as this launch gets closer and that game as well starts to unfold. So needless to say, there's a lot of things happening in the EOS and Wax universe, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this news, and getting a sense of what's really going on, and why the NFT craze is just that. It's just insanely crazy. Um, and again, continue to participate, continue to follow and share, and ask these questions. And like I said, I hope I'm addressing all the questions I can. And I know there's the NFT side that's not game related, and I do touch on that every now and then. And there's a chance where hopefully I get to touch on that a bit more, maybe in the next week or two, with some other projects coming on down the line. But there's a time for everything, and this is where we have to kind of begin and start gradually. So have fun, like get in the game, find out what you like. Tell me what you like about it. Tell me what you don't like about it. And maybe there's something that is maybe something you just don't understand, and we can try to figure that out together. I'll try to do my best to, again, respond within timely manner. but realistically, it's 24/7, and it gotta work to support this habit in a way, and hopefully things turn over in its own short time. So until then, until next round, I'll see you soon. Take care.